Bang, bang. What's going on, guys? This is the main event on Talkin Hands. As always, I'm your host, Preston, joined by my co-host, Danny Betts. We're here to break down this week's main event. We have the return of King Rye, as he likes to be called. I hate that nickname. Ryan Garcia.
Same.
He's taking on Javier Fortuna. But prior to that, recap last week's big boxing main event. We had Rey Vargas eking out a split decision against Mark Magsayo. Danny, thoughts on Vargas's victory?
Let's go, man. We cashed another one for the boys, man. We got Vargas at moneyline -115. He was just jabbing the shit out of Magsayo, outboxing him like we said he would. But Magsayo did have success. It was a close fight. He was landing the bigger punches. We knew he was the puncher in this one against a technical boxer like Vargas. But I was more surprised. I mean, I knew he had movement, and I'm speaking about Vargas, but he had like extra, movement in this one. I loved he was in and out, like he was throwing his combos, like 4-punch combos, and then he would back away, nice pivot back or sidestep to avoid the big shot from Magsayo. There was a little controversy, debating a couple of knockdowns. There was one slip for sure, I thought, a knockdown, and then there was another knockdown that could have won a knockdown. But in my eyes, if Magsayo, if you had another knockdown in that fight from Magsayo, I think he still loses. I actually had it a little bit wider for Vargas. It was still close. I'm not surprised it was a split just because, the harder punches was Magsayo, and, some judges love that. But I was actually, happy with what I saw with Vargas. He got it done, and he's the new champ.
Yeah, I thought Vargas performed well. I think Vargas watched the episode last week. I think we gave him some pointers to how to win that fight. He looked good. I agree. I thought he won pretty clearly. He did what he needed to do. Shout out Guillermo in the chat and Mills, MMA Locker Room in the chat. Yeah. I thought he did what he needed to do. Even, to be honest, to me, the knockdown Magsayo had that counted wasn't even a good knockdown either.
Yeah.
It was almost like a push. He got him, and then they start counting him out. But he wasn't like hurt, like drastically. So, yeah, I thought it was a good win. Good win for Vargas. Did what he needed. Split decision. That we did say if you had it, very hard to find it though. Split decision either way last week on that bout. Sprinkle it. I know Big Show in the chat likes to ask for fun bets. That was kind of the fun bet we gave out. If you had split decision Rey Vargas, I saw 2 books had it plus 1,400. That's what it ended up being. So,
I know, man.
Yeah,
you caught that shit.
Yeah, so if you could have that in a pick'em fight with a fight likely to go to decision, getting a plus 1,400 would have been nice. But yeah, Vargas looked good. I guess you let me know, which I didn't know, his opponent or his future opponent, right, was in the co-main event.
See, now I'm confused because after the fight, Vargas was calling out Santa Cruz. He was like, he hasn't fought in I don't know how many years in that division, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But I thought I saw something on Twitter that Brandon Figueroa, the winner of Brandon Figueroa, or his opponent, I can't think of his name right now, but Figueroa won. So he should be the mandatory for whoever won that fight, which is Vargas. And by the way, we were 30 seconds of winning a plus 350 on Figueroa, around 7-12, man. So close, but man, shout out to him. He did his thing. He got the dub. He got the finish in that one at 126. But we'll see. I haven't seen anything else about it. Have you?
No, I did. No, I did not. I know we chatted previously, and it seemed to be like a setup. Winner of that fight faces winner in the main event. I thought that seemed smart. Like that makes sense, and they can be a future Showtime main event. That'd be a tough fight. I'm thinking about it.
That's good, dude. Style wise is amazing, man. Because like Brandon Figueroa is the real like Mexican. He's gonna go forward, just throw his hooks, and it's gonna be interesting if he fights Vargas with the jab and length and stuff like that.
I'd probably take Brandon Figueiredo in that fight, though.
I love him at 126.
Yeah, that'd be a great fight. Hopefully they do make that fight. But yeah, good night of fights, and then the opener, which we really couldn't touch on last week because there's a replacement opponent, kind of last second. Frank Martin, right?
Yep.
Got the win. I believe he got the knockout too.
He got out in the 10th round. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Danny let me know, which was quite shocking, that apparently Chris Colbert is calling out Frank Martin.
I'm like, what are you doing? I mean, go ahead, because that's an easy bet for me. If you give me, especially if you give me a good line, Jesus, I'm gonna smash like that line on Martin all day, like against Colbert, pillow fist.
Yeah, I mean, Chris Colbert, the only thing he's good at is running. Like, he can't. He's toast. He's toast for me. So we'll see. But yeah, that was a good night of fights. Showtime last week. I was pleased with how it went, and we got another winner, which is always good for the people. Can move on this week. Like I said, the return, Ryan Garcia, big time matchup. Whenever he fights, eyes on the prize. As Mills put in there, Garcia is one of the best. A lot of people hate on him. Don't remember his age. He is still growing and developing, but is truth. He returns. He's fighting Javier Fortuna. Very interesting main event. Garcia came back in March, I believe, won a decision against Manuel Tago. Didn't look great. Fortuna is off a loss against Jojo Diaz. To me, he didn't look great either. But we'll see what happens here. Danny, early thoughts on this fight?
Yeah, man. I mean, call me what you want. Like, I just speak facts and real. Like, I'm not a big fan of Garcia. Like, and I'm talking about outside the ring because I think he's got a bunch of tools and talent of the world. That's what. It's more frustrations. It's not even hate. It's frustrations because like. I see the tools. The dude's got talent. He's only 23, and that's true. But you see all these younger fighters too, the same age, and they're developing way faster than him. But this is gonna be interesting, man, because like we finally get to see this matchup. They were supposed to fight a while ago, and then he pulled out because he suffers from like anxiety and stuff like that. Ryan Garcia, and the crazy thing is when he pulled out of that fight, like I think it was like a week later or 2 weeks later, he was at the Logan Paul Mayweather card, like at the stands having a good time. Like, dude, like, that's why he gets a lot of bats because he's out here on Twitter calling everybody out, doesn't send no contracts and things like that, doesn't get the fights done, always pulls out fights, and it's just frustrating. But yeah, in this matchup, man, I'm hoping he this is a showcase fight for him. I like him a lot in this fight. He's gonna have a reach advantage. He's gonna be the most more faster, more power. Fortuna's pretty decent boxers, fought decent opponents. But like we were talking about earlier, when Fortuna fought Jojo Diaz, I saw a lot of flaws, man. And Jojo Diaz is small for the division. He came up, a couple weight classes. He's new to the division, and he gave him issues. He won that fight. And he had he was like a 4-inch reach disadvantage. And he was catching him with the left hand all night. Jojo Diaz was. And that's going to be a huge issue against Ryan Garcia because his left hand is vicious. So I really like Ryan Garcia here. The odds are crazy. He's minus 1,100. I think the KO is like minus 210. So the only way, I mean, you could, if you think this is going a distance, I would take him by decision because I think he's going to win. But I actually think he's going to get the knockout here. The over-under is 7.5. I'm going to look for some round props, debating which one, because he's a fast starter. He's got a lot of knockouts, in the early rounds and things like that. It all depends about Fortuna and what he's going to do in this fight because, like I say, it's pretty basic, doesn't have the greatest movement. But like we were saying about Tago against Ryan Garcia, Tago was running from the first round. You know what I mean? He was moving around. It was hard to catch him. I mean, Ryan Garcia should have did better, cutting off the ring, but like Fortuna's not gonna do that. He's not gonna be running around the whole fight and things like that. And I think he's gonna get caught.
Yeah, I mean, as you were saying, so current odds right now at mybookie.ag. Enter that promo code PUBSPORTS. Get your deposit bonus 50% credit debit, 100% Bitcoin, up to $1,000. Use the Bitcoin. Current odds, mybookie.ag. Ryan Garcia minus 1100, Fortuna plus 525. I think Garcia wrecks Fortuna. As I was saying, even last week, a couple weeks ago, more so emphatically, speed kills Garcia. One thing you can't discredit is his speed when he lets his hands go and the opponent wants to trade, so to speak. Because Garcia will put himself in the fire. That's why I think we'll get to it down the line, because I'm sure they'll have to make the match, the Tank Davis matchup. It's a very dangerous fight for him if that ever occurs.
Well,
but
we'll
yeah, but in this bout, I watched Fortuna versus Diaz. I watched Fortuna get hit with counter after counter, not move his head. And Garcia is a lot quicker than Jojo Diaz. Garcia hits a lot harder than Jojo Diaz. One of those punches is going to flatline Jojo Diaz. And even if, like you said, Garcia could take a safe approach in this bout and literally outbox him for 12 minutes. The only way Fortuna is going to win this bout is he gets inside, shoves him against the ropes, tries to piss him off, hit him behind the head, grapple with him basically, because he's not going to win a real boxing match. He has to get a dirty fight. And I think that's why Garcia took that return fight versus to get that ring rust out, because he was out of the ring for like a year and a half. Right. So I think he's back. I think he's sharp. He's talking a lot of crap, like a lot of crap regarding Canelo, regarding
That's what I'm saying, everybody.
Yeah, so if he doesn't show out in this bout, his stock will go plummeting. So I like Garcia here. I like Garcia knockout. I like Garcia. I think the round prop is pretty on point. So what I was looking at was 7-9. 7-9 was plus 250. So you're getting a minus 1100 favorite. Gain him in where the bookmakers thinks he's going to knock his opponent out in 7-9. So plus 250. I know it's not great. Him by KO, as Danny said, is minus 210. So at least you're getting a little bit of plus money there. But yeah, I like him here. I like him here a lot. I just know he's the better boxer, and he's got the reach. He's quick. I think he can do a whole lot of things here. And as Big Show puts up there, buy me a coffee. Check it out, guys. buymeacoffee.com/PubSportsRadio. Hit that link. Go to buy me a coffee. One coffee, $5. We're helping you guys out here, giving you winners more often than not. I mean, it's hard to go 100%, but we're doing pretty good there. So hit that link, buy us a coffee for a trip down the line, Atlantic City. And hopefully Atlantic City gets a big boxing match down the line so we can all attend with everyone. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, man. Like for the people in the chat and stuff like that, like me and Preston don't talk about like what our best bet is or anything like that. So if you see us linking up all the time, like that's just us. Like we do our little studies, tape watch and things like that. That's just, and I'm agreeing 110%. That's exactly what I was gonna bet, around 7-9. I don't have the odds for you, but and talking about Fortuna, like he had a fight after that Jojo Diaz fight, which was his last fight against some dude called Rafael Hernandez. That's 30-15, and he's been knocked out 10 times. So that was his tune-up fight. He had a knockout in the first round. He needed a tune-up fight. So they both had tune-up fights and things like that. So they don't got no excuses. So I was disappointed when I first watched that fight against To Go with Ryan Garcia. But looking more back into it, it was more, that saying like it takes two to tango. No pun intended. To go was just running around and shit like that, and it's hard, to engage, cat and mouse basically. But Fortuna, I think he's gonna get laid out here. If he doesn't get laid out here and goes to sleep against Ryan Garcia, I'll be disappointed because like he's there to be hit. Like Jojo Diaz doesn't have power, and he's he's catching them left and right with these counters. Like I mean, Ryan Garcia should do the same and better in my eyes.
No, I mean that's the whole thing too. Ryan Garcia, like coming up, that really made him the star. Was he was starching all his opponents like round one, knockout, one punch, finish him, easy. De La Hoya, all the guys were backing him. Oh, he's gonna be the future, the face of boxing, like Ryan Garcia. And then, to your point, he kind of went superstar in the wrong way with the Pauls, with.
Yep.
Who else did I see? I think he was with the Nelk boys last year. Like he was engaging with like some UFC type people. So he kind of like lost sight of what his plan is, So I think he knows what he has to do here. He's got to get a knockout, a devastating knockout, stamp his claim at 135. I know he wants the big fights. You want the big fights. You got to prove it in the ring.
Supposedly. I mean, you could say it. That don't mean shit. Like,
yeah. I mean, I know what we would. I would assume we'd be on separate ends if they ever made a Garcia Tank fight. But you also know my feelings on Tank Davis, so. I would love that fight. I would love that fight just to see it because whoever loses, I'm fine with, to be honest, because I'm not a Garcia fan either. So.
Right. I mean, yeah, me kind of. I mean, I'm not a Tank hater like you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely like to see that because the hype on that fight would be crazy. But that's my thing. Like, that's why I question. I don't like doing that because I don't know the kid personally, but I question his hunger to be a champion. A big superstar in the ring. Like I know he's hungry to be a star out of the ring. Like, and he's smart because he said it from the get go. He wanted to use social media to get big, and he did, and it just continues, which is great. Don't get me wrong, like especially when you go to pay per view and things like that. But you at the end of the day, you have to perform in the ring because all that other extra, social media and things like that, it's not going to help you in the ring.
Yeah, no, and I mean. I remember besides that, his big deal was getting all those tattoos. Like he came back with like all these tattoos, and you're not in the ring, you're getting tatted up. So,
and that's why it's more frustration because like it's like, do I see the talent? Like you could be way better than you are right now, but you got to put in the work, in the gym, go work out, find a good. Which he did switch up camps, which I respect. But like the last fight, I didn't really see crazy improvements. So hopefully this one, we could see some improvements and get a nice little highlight.
Yeah, I mean we got Mills in there saying Jake Paul is better than half these guys. How does sound like a boxing casual? I did see Jake Paul. I believe they had the first press conference for the fight versus Rahman. We'll see how that goes.
That was hilarious.
Jake Paul sure can talk. I'll give him that.
Hey, Rahman did good though. He was talking smack back. It was good.
Yeah, I mean Rahman is a son of a former heavyweight champion, so maybe he can actually throw some punches back at Paul.
Yeah, he was there too, and he was talking to
his dad.
Yeah, his dad was there. Jake Paul started talking shit to him. It was funny. Go check it out.
Yeah, probably about regarding like Lennox Lewis and stuff. Yeah,
something like that.
But yeah, I mean, besides that, we also have. I think Big Joe put up earlier Prize Picks, PrizePicks.com, promo code PUBSPORTS. Get that match deposit, 100% match deposit, up to $100. Only good first time deposit, but make sure you deposit promo code PUBSPORTS on Prize Picks. Any merchandise? We have merchandise. I'm wearing the T-shirt, PUBSPORTS Radio T-shirt here. You can get merchandise, PUBSPORTSRadio.com. Ton of good stuff there. Not a whole lot else really regarding this match. I think we're lockstep for our prediction. So I guess we can go right to it. Danny, final thoughts, prediction, Garcia, Fortuna.
Yeah, I got Ryan Garcia here for sure. Like Preston said, we're both on an agreement with the same bet. Rounds 7, 8, 9. I don't know what odds it is exactly, but it should be. I think you said plus 250, maybe.
Yeah, I just another book has plus 280, but probably
Okay,
plus
so around there,
250.
250,
Yeah.
300 max. So I would go that route. And I don't know if I don't know what type of fun bet we want to give Big Show again here, but this one's kind of tough too.
Yeah, I mean, maybe there's like a will he get knocked down, get back up, then get knocked out? Maybe there's like some crazy bets like that because I could see that happening.
Yeah.
But besides that, yeah, I'm with there. 7 through 9, Ryan Garcia KO plus 250. That's my luck. Finish it
What's the
out.
chances on the early one? What's the chance on the early KO?
I think there is, because if you look at the to go, yeah, he's got a lot of finishes in the first 4 to 6 rounds.
So 1 to 3 is plus 800. 4 to 6 is plus 500. 7, no, no, that's right. Yeah, 7 to 9 plus 280, and then 10 to 12 is plus 250, or 9. Yeah, 10 to 12 is plus 250.
What was that, 4 or 6?
5 to 1 plus 500.
How you feeling about that one? I think that one would probably hit. If it doesn't happen 7, 8, 9, I think it happens earlier, which is 4 or 6.
Yeah, I don't think Fortuna's that good. So I saw Gotta Love Gambling Twitter. Gambling Twitter seems to like Javier Fortuna. So,
oh my god,
maybe we're on the wrong side of this one.
I mean, we could. I don't know. I feel confident. I would put it that way.
Yeah, I think Ryan Garcia is.
If he loses, I'll be happy. I'm not even gonna lie, but I feel confident in this one.
No, the only way, so that would be, I guess, a fun bet for Big Show. The only way Fortuna wins is by like a very greasy split decision. He's not knocking
There's
out.
no way if you guys are both on decision the other way that I'm going the other way just because some people on Twitter decide to like him.
Yeah, no,
yeah, Big Show ain't doing it.
That ain't fun to me if I lose that one. Like I feel like a real dumb fun ass.
I would say 4 or 6, my opinion. Big Show.
Yeah,
I might actually bet like a whole unit on 7 and 8, 9, and then sprinkle 4 or 6.
Yeah, I like both those. I have no confidence in Fortuna. Fortuna's other step up fight was Robert Easter. He lost pretty convincingly to Robert Easter. Robert Easter is maybe a top.
Wasn't that a split? I don't even know how. If I remember right, I don't think that should have been a split in my eyes. Or am I wrong here?
I mean, Robert Easter is a borderline top 30 boxer.
Yeah.
Like they'll put him on TV just because he's fought a lot of guys. So yeah, you're right. Split decision. That was 5.
Yeah, I was just checking that. I was about to say, yeah, because he's from over here. He's from Toledo. Local guy from Ohio. So
yeah. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. So King Ray's gonna bring the cheddar home for us here on Talkin Hands.
I hate that name too, bro.
I know. I can't even say it with
I know man. People gonna watch this video. They'll be like, "Oh my god, these guys hate."
Yeah,
it's not. I won't say hate, bro. I just, like I said, it's just frustration because, like, for me, he's got so much talent, and I just feel like he's not taking him so serious when it comes to boxing. That's it. That's all it is.
But hopefully he does this fight. Like I said, huge opportunity for him. Get that knockout. Get a huge spot later down the year. As Danny says, leave a like the video. Comment down below your thoughts, your prediction for the event. We had a lot of good comments last week. A lot of you guys agreed, disagreed. It was a close fight.
Let's go.
Easy win for Ryan. Mike Morris knows what it is.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to sound disrespectful, but don't listen to those guys on gambling Twitter or whatever. It's like, I want to put my money on Fortuna. I don't give a shit if you're giving me plus 600 or not. Like, the dude, watch the fights. Just go check out Jojo Diaz. Look how small he is because he came up a division. And imagine this: Ryan Garcia is way big. He's gonna be way bigger than Fortuna.
Garcia said he wants to fight at 147. He's filling out.
And Jojo Diaz does not have the power Garcia has, and he was catching this dude with the left all night. It's It
I
is
mean,
what it is.
I could even see a nasty like body shot. Like,
Thank you. Yeah,
knockout.
Mike said it. Mike said it. Fortuna versus Diaz will show you what will happen. Exactly. This is what this is what lets you know who's watching these fights and not. Like they're just it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, like if you don't tape study, I guess hindsight is Garcia looked like shit first to go.
Yeah.
Fortuna went to decision. Maybe he's live. Jack Jenkins 1,000 on Rockman by knockout.
Ooh, by knockout. What odds are those? I want to see that because I know he's an underdog. He's like what plus 180. Yeah. So knockout is probably like 350, 400.
We'll see. I saw Rockman getting rocked by Rolly Romero, so I don't know if I'm riding with Rockman.
Yes, sir, Mike. I remember you, bro. You're always in the chat, man. Always on the streams, man, getting this money with us.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. We're high on Garcia. Garcia's going to get done. Danny says it all the time. Like the video, comment down below. Any thoughts, predictions, future thoughts, what you got. Garcia.
If you like Fortuna, if you think we're crazy, write it down. Go ahead. We like debating and talking fights, man. That's what we do. So, but if you get it wrong, don't be disappearing because that's happened a lot. I still remember her name. Like I'll put you out there talking all this smack about David Haney against Cambosis, and Cambosis clearly lost. And that guy never showed up again.
Yeah, I mean that was idiotic. That was idiotic. Piff's perfect parlay says Garcia KO round 7. I mean that's right there with us. So
yeah, there you go.
Perfect. So yeah, we will see you guys next week. We'll recap the Garcia fight, and there should be something will be on the docket next week. Got to look it up, but this was the main event. Talkin Hands. See you guys next week. Have a good one, guys. Peace.